Good morning. Welcome to the Option XC webinar. I'm Ben Newman. It's the 1st of June and it's 10:49 Central European summertime. I'm just going to check again that we have everything working. I do massively appreciate your patience today, everyone that's attending. We've had a bit of a nightmare, let's say. Anyway, we're on track now, so hopefully it hasn't inconvenienced any of you too much. And let's look at what we've got ahead of us, certainly for today, and then we may be able to get into some forecast into the month. Thanks for that, John. I'll blame it on technology. I don't think it's anything to do with my doing this time anyway. So hopefully everyone can hear me clearly, as John has demonstrated. You can communicate with me via the chat window here. So okay, perfect. Well, look, I'll tell you what, we're going to go through this one because at the moment I think you're looking at the manufacturing PMI in the UK probably. And let's just go straight to that and have a look. If my chart will change, hopefully we're not going to have an issue there. And I'm having problems with the software straight away, and this is why we've got a delay here. What I wanted to do, as you all know, is I wanted to run the webinar from the point that London market opened, so we had we could see the entire effect from that, because I've been getting some feedback and some of you have been saying that you can't see the trades I place come in because a lot of it we do analysis and then we wait for an event, and they usually happen at 10:30 my time or 14:30 my time. So we're waiting for that event to happen and then placing trades as a result of that event. But of course, what happens is the length of time that we have to put on the trade means that a lot of the time you don't see the trades coming in. Which I understand, you want to see that, and look, this is, I treat this completely openly. What results I get, I'm happy for you to see. I'm very confident that overall we make good money, so I'm willing to show you that. So I wanted to start this a bit later, but straight away we can see there's an issue with the software. So if anyone can tell me also having an issue, I'd be grateful. I'm just going to see what the Euro GBP looks like on a broker chart. Let's have a look at that. All right, well, Wong, you placed GBP USD. I'm just going to have a look at that because there's been no movement. There would have been some movement, but no significant movement. Yeah, the software is very slow. I know, Raphael. This is why we've had a delay today. Let's have a look at the USD GBP. Right, okay, the GBP USD. Wow, okay. So a massive weakening in the GBP there. Let's have a look what we've got. Yeah, so it was massively down on forecast figures. So Wong, hopefully, well, listen, it means that you're learning very well, okay, because this is exactly what you need to be trading on. Now, what I suspect will happen is this will slowly start to creep up now. I really need the Optionbot chart to change so we can start to see some of that, but I think this will start creeping up now. What I'd like to do is have a look at whether the Euro USD, we saw a decline in that, and we did. So I think actually it's the US dollar's strength more than anything that's caused this. We have had, okay, yeah, so there's German final manufacturing, European final manufacturing PMI as well, and all of them, well, certainly none of them positive. So that is why we've seen this massive drop in Eurozone currencies as a whole. The US are starting to really dominate now. So what I'm going to do is see if we can get, there we go, so the chart has now changed. Let's look at the Euro USD and we'll start to gather some idea of how to act on this. The H1 chart, let's have a look at. Okay, we'll look at this straight away. So I suspect the US dollar is going to continue to dominate these European currencies. On the GBP USD, let's have a look. Same story, but the pound's starting to bounce back a bit, obviously with that just opening, but look at that, it's at a very low point now. Let's just see where we're at. So the pound looking a bit more resilient than the euro. Doesn't surprise me, obviously after last week with the G7 meetings, the euro got got a bit of had a bit of a rough time really because of obviously the ongoing crisis in Greece. Now, but you can see so that everything's driving against this the euro now. So the euro is certainly the weaker currency. Let's just have a look at the Swiss franc. We've got the GBP CHF, the euro GBP. Let's just have a look at the euro GBP and see which way that's moving. Right, okay, so it dropped and it's come straight back again. But I think, well, certainly at the moment it looks like the pound is a bit more dominant. Yeah, indeed it is. So I think this one will probably continue to come down. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the pound a bit more dominant. So quite clear what we've got to do here. We've got to follow this weakness of the euro. Barrack's just asking if everyone can see me. Well, I can see myself on this camera. So if anyone can't, well look, Barrack, at the end of the day, it's not important that you can see me, it's important that you can see the chart. So, okay, the platform is the important part of this anyway. But so Euro GBP. Yeah, well, the software's okay now for me, Vijaya. So look, I'm just going to carry on going through this because I want to see if we can capitalise on these opportunities. Now we know that the euro is weak, so let's just see if we can get a trade placed. 9:15, good expiry time. Let's get some trades placed with the US dollar here, if I can. So here we go, Euro USD. Put a trade. We're putting a 25-minute expiry time on it, and let's just see if we can get this across all our brokers, which I think will be a good trade to get in place. I think the US dollar is going to continue to strengthen against the euro at the moment, certainly. So let's just see. Yes, everything's offering us 9:15, so good expiry time. 20 minutes on that. Should be plenty of time for this to establish a position. Now, loads of opportunity here. I'm glad that while you've managed to take advantage of this, which is really good, as it's offering 9:10, I'm going to take 9:20. So let's just see if we can get these trades in place. Again, I've got my 4 brokers set up. Ideally, I'd like 5, but one of those things, we can't really use a 5 broker setup when the webinar software is running. That's the way it is, unfortunately. Now, you'll see here that the yen is also gaining against the euro here. That doesn't surprise me because we've had Chinese manufacturing figures released this morning. Now the US dollar driving down against the pound as well. We're getting a signal to indicate that. Let's have a look at this GBP USD chart, and I think probably we're going to be able to place another series of trades on this. So let's just have a look at an M1 chart and see. That is on M1, but that looks odd to me. So GBP USD, let's have a look. Yeah, so this is starting to go down, but nowhere near on the same. Well, it is going down in the same way. So here we go. I'm going to back the US dollar against the pound as well. Let's get those trades placed, and then we're going to have a good number of what look like very reliable trades here. Let's see if we can get 9:15. No, we can't. So back in the US dollar here against all of these, just to prove that. And GBP USD here. Let's have a look. See if we can get a 9:15 expiry time. Yeah, it's giving us it here. So we're going to take that. Put trades. So GBP USD. So we're basically using the US dollar's strength against the weak euro and pound. But suddenly the euro looks to have perked up a bit. Let's hope that's not ongoing. The pound certainly looks like it's still weakening, but and I think that will continue. So we're just getting these trades placed here. We've got a signal to confirm that movement. So let's just have a look how we're doing on our trades. So we're just out of the money on this. Yeah, we're back in the money now. So there we go. So it lasted very short-lived there, but we can see here we're probably going to be in a good position with all of these. The euro USD here has bounced up quite a lot now. The euro's picked up quite a lot, but let's just go back to our chart here. Euro USD. If it changes, there we go. Let's have a look at an M1 view on this. Oh, this is slow to change. Yeah, so we can see the euro's just picked up a little bit, but nothing to worry about. So we've now got 8 trades placed. We've got the GBP USD, the Euro USD. We've got that across 4 brokers. The GBP USD we've got expiring at 9.15 on most of these, and so have we with the Euro USD. All in favour of the US dollar, and that's based on the fact that it looks like these Eurozone currencies as a whole are very weak today. So that's what we're basing these trades on. So these are the sort of trades I like. We come in, identify a good opportunity, and we can pretty much get them placed, and really we can walk away. You know, the reason why I'm going to sit here with them is because obviously we've got this webinar running, and you want to see how these play out. But when I used to trade full time before I got involved with running the operations here at OptionXE, I used to just come in, identify or look to see if there was any opportunity to place trades. If there was, I'd place my trades and I'd get out of there. That, you know, I didn't need to hang about, and really I was spending very minimal time actually placing trades, which is exactly the where you want to get to with your trades. You don't want to be spending hours and hours sat there looking at different trends. Let's just hope that everything hasn't crashed here. Can everyone still see and hear me? It looks like everything's about to go down, so can everyone still hear me at least? Yeah, okay. All right, now we're seeing, look, signals coming in. GBP USD, really positive for us. We can see how much this is dropping. Listen, if everything goes off, because everything is grinding to a halt at the moment, if everything goes off, then I will be back with you. All you have to do is click the link again. So if everything goes down, I'll reopen it again, and all you have to do is click on the link again. It will take you back into the software, all right? So just in case things do turn off, which it looks like they might well do in a minute. But let's have a look at our trades, because I think we're in a good position for all of these now. So it's going to be a good start to the day, based on a very weak Euro and GBP. So there we go, we can see all of our trades in the green now, and they are absolutely flying down. This trend really gaining momentum now. So let's have a look at an M5 chart and be able to see this a bit more clearly. There we go, so we can see the kind of direction this has got. Probably the only reason we didn't get a signal on this is because it was on M1. Otherwise I think we would have been getting a flood of signals on this one as well. The GBP USD, we can see here, let's have a look on M5, look at that, that's really moving down very rapidly now. So all of these trades in a very good position, so I think it's going to be a good start to the day. Now, can I ask who has replicated my trades this morning? Who has copied these GBP USD and Euro USD trades? Okay, well, Wong, you kind of had a head start on this. You've noticed this movement before I even came online. These will move around a bit, remember, don't worry too much. I think the US dollar will hold strength on these. We've still got 15 minutes to go, in fact a bit longer than that, 20 minutes to go on these ones, 9.15 on these. So they will bounce about a bit, but I think overall we're going to see, well, we're seeing the Euro pick up against the GBP now, so it'd be worth having a look at that, because obviously what happens between those two will affect what happens with our other with our live trades, because we've traded. So let's have a look. The Euro picking up against the pound now, which in fact I'm quite surprised. Let's just have a look at the results of that. That manufacturing in Great Britain, the UK, was well down, well below forecast figures. Again, second month in a row. So this is why we're seeing this this movement up by the Euro now. And I think possibly this is going to continue to rise. Let's just have a look against the yen, because this is where really the Euro was suffering. Let's just have a quick look. So when it changes, we'll be able to see whether that how significant that movement up is for the Euro now. Yeah, so it's starting to rise against the and the Euro here, it goes against the US dollar as well. So not what we want to see there, but I think this Euro JPY trend is now we're now in quite a good position to use a counter movement here. Just have a look. Yeah, I think if we place this long enough, let's just have a look at an H1 chart and see where we're at with that. Yeah, so I think if we place this long enough, which I'm going to do, the Euro JPY is going to provide us with a good opportunity. So let's find that, Euro JPY. This is the last trade I'm going to place today, but we can see here, look how much it's dropped over that period of time. To show you, really been coming down a lot for a long period of time, and I think this is going to start going up now. So I'm going to place plenty of time on it. In fact, I think a 9:45 expiry time is what we want for this. So the Euro's got plenty of time to pick up here, and we're following that. So Euro JPY following the Euro against the Yen, and I think now that the Japanese market is closed, we're in a position where we can take a longer term trade back in the Euro to really provide or start a counter movement against this Yen, which is this one. Well, I'm going to go with 9.30 on this, but certainly you want to be looking at least 30 minutes, I think, if possible. Maybe an hour would have been a better choice, but we'll see. So yeah, 45 minutes the ideal time on that, I believe. So these are the final trades. Euro JPY. Let's pull that up. And let's just see. So we're getting 9:45 on this one. So that's the ideal time for me. And we've got 40 minutes on these trades. We're just following these now. I've lost my chat window there. There we go. To prove that. Things still going very slowly here. So things are just stopping for you. Well, we're seeing the Euro really start to gain against the US dollar as well, which is not what we want to see, unfortunately, because of those trades. But if we're placing these Euro JPY, certainly we want the Euro to be strengthening. Things just going very slowly here, so just trying to get everything sorted here so that we can try and place this final trade, Euro JPY. There we go. Let's see if we can get a 9:40. It's a good expiry time there. The Euro really picking up now, really picking up against the Yen. So these are good trades. We picked up a counter movement here, moving very swiftly indeed. But we can see here that's not working in our favour against our. I don't see how these are going to follow the same pattern. In fact, we've got another 13 minutes on the other trades, and they're not too far away. So I'm not going to, be silly and start cancelling these, because you can see they're still moving back in the right direction for us. But I think this Euro JPY on a longer term expiry is a very good option for us. We're getting signals to demonstrate that. And let's just have a look how extreme this movement against the Euro has been. If it changes, oh my God, it's slow. So there we go. Look at that. So it's such an extreme, the Yen at such an extreme point against the Euro that I think there's only one way this can go, and that really is where we're going to take full advantage of this. Look at the movement now. So hopefully everyone has managed to place the trades, the Euro JPY trades. Can you confirm to me whether you've done that? Because these are really good trades, in my opinion. I think the Euro's got a long way to go back here. We can see how significantly it's moving now. Let's just have a look at our other trades. In fact, to a point where I believe that we might see this Euro USD trade struggle because of the strength of the the Euro against the Yen really picking up massively now. So the GBP USD one I think is going to hold around the same level. We've got another 6 minutes to go on, and I'm actually tempted to cancel these trades, sell these trades, and place another layer of trades with this Euro JPY. But it's starting to come back down a bit. It doesn't need to come down much, and we've just seen quite a significant movement in favour of the Euro against the Yen. And that gives us a bit of room to just have a look here. Gives us a bit of room for this one to come back down. Worst case scenario, we're going to hit 8 out of 12, but I think probably this is going so slowly. I do apologise for the. There we go. So we should hit 8 out of 12 at least, but this one's starting to come back down now, as you can see. So we have got a fair bit of room for manoeuvre in this Euro JPY, but I think let's just see how these Euro USD one pans out, because it is coming back in the right direction for us. It hasn't got far to go, so we'll just see. So have all of you managed to place those trades, and what sort of percentage are you seeing in the green now? Is it similar to mine? At the moment I have 8 in the green and 4 are in the red. But as you can see here, the US dollar is starting to gain again against the euro. So I'm glad I wasn't hasty and just went and sold those positions. And then remember, even if the yen strengthens a bit against the euro, it would help us at this stage because we've got more time on those trades. So that can quite easily come back to help these original trades come in, and then the euro can take off again against the yen, which I believe it will do. But it's always better to get the trades placed earlier and put a longer expiry than wait till a later position where the movement's already started, and then you're much more likely to get limitations on expiry times from your brokers. So obviously at this stage we're getting a much greater flexibility choice of expiry time. So always better to place it at this stage. So you can see here the US dollar still gaining against the pound, and I'm just so sure that this euro is going to continue to gain against the yen that I think it's going to hinder this original trade, unfortunately. Let's just see what we can get for selling this position. Not bad. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that because what I want to do is place the trades to follow. It's not letting me do it, but nevertheless I do want to follow this euro, because I think, look at that, the way the US dollar's gaining against the pound now. I think these are too far gone for them to come in, but 3 minutes, you see. I'd rather place it on a more reliable movement, but we can't sell these positions. So what I'm going to do to make up for that, and in fact, look at this Euro JPY one here. Now the pound really is falling against the US dollar there. Let's have a look at the GBP USD. Everything going so very slowly, I do apologise. Yeah, so look at this movement on the GBP USD. US dollar just continuing to gain here, but I still think that the Euro JPY is the one that we're going to be in the best position on overall. So what I'm going to do is, when these ones expire, which is in 2 minutes time, it looks like we're going to get half of them in, half of them not. Saying that, we've still got a couple of minutes. If this starts to come down rapidly now, we'll just see the US dollar has started to gain a lot against the pound again, so that could have a knock-on effect on the euro, so we'll just wait and see. But what I'm going to do is follow that Euro JPY trend and place another layer of trades on that. It's starting to go up again, look, it's just sitting around the same position, but the euro undoubtedly getting stronger now. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's just have a look at this Euro JPY trend, and indeed I'm going to get another layer of trades placed on this. We've still got 45 minutes that we can place on these trades, so I'm going to place exactly the same trades, following the euro again, and even if our other trades don't come in, then we've got these that will. So Euro JPY is certain of this movement just because of the extreme of the other ones. Now the USD is starting to drive against the pound again, so this is a good movement a good movement by the US dollar. I don't think it's going to be enough to save our trades here. We can still see that the euro is still gaining again, but oh God, the US dollar really is gaining against the. So this one I'm going to place for a bit longer. I placed this at 9:30 because it wasn't giving me 9:45. So, but here we go. I'm now following this euro. So whether anyone is replicating these, I'm not sure, but this is a very nice movement for me. I think this euro movement against the yen is very good indeed. It's been at a very low point and now it's just steadily going up, and I think that will continue. So as long as we've got half an hour on our trades, I think that's set to continue. So just get those approved, and finally place the one here. There we go, 940 on this. Yeah, I'll leave it at 940, and I think there we go. So we're following this euro. There we go. So even if we can see here, let's just go back to our brokers. Yeah, we can see here that, let's have a look at our expired trades here. I'm just going to go through and show you these because I think we've got 50% of them came in. We're just going to go and have a look. Got a big delay on these, I apologise. So we're just going to go through and have a quick look at what results we got on our trades there. I think it's going to be 50%. So there we go, 1-1, 1 lost. Oh, hang on, that hasn't refreshed. That's from last week. So let's see if we can. It's not letting me view the expired positions just yet. Oh, that's because they're not expired yet. Okay, so these had a bit longer on them. UK options. There we go, 1-1, 1 lost. Okay, well that's good because there we go, so these don't expire for another 5 minutes, so let's just have a look at what position they're in now. That's well in the green, and it may be that this one even comes down a bit, you never know. So cherry trade, let's have a look. I think these ones were for a bit longer. Oh no, there we go, 1-1, 1 lost. And then we've got our existing ones that all of them are in the green now. There we go, we can see that. So this is going to be, and then we've got again 1-1, 1 lost, and our open positions, they're all in the green. So hopefully everyone's experiencing similar results here, but we're going to, I've placed a total of 16 trades, and 12 of those will come in, undoubtedly. The only ones that look like they won't are the ones that we placed the Euro USD, and we can see here this Euro JPY trend now, very strong indeed. So can I get some feedback as to whether everyone's in a similar position? At the moment, certainly as it appears to me, the trades I've placed today, 16 of them in total, at $50 each. 16 times 50, so we've got an investment of 800. We are going to drop 4 of them, yeah, and I think that will remain Vijaya. I think that's probably going to be exactly how they end up. So with an 800 investment, and then we've got 12 times something like that. So an 800 investment there, and our profit on that, clear profit is going to be 540, less the 4 trades that didn't come in. So we're looking at around $350 profit on that investment. So not bad way to start the week at all. And I think later on we'll be back to look at some more opportunities. So you can see here that that obviously we just need to make sure that we're following these more reliable trends and giving them enough time, to experience the position, or to achieve the position we need them to when they expire. We've got a fair bit of time on this Euro JPY, remember, so at the moment it's just hovering around, not moving much at all, but over the next 30 minutes or so that we've got these trades placed, I'm sure it will. So hopefully it's been useful to you. I think it's been a good start to the month. John, you put 3 out of 5. You mean, can you just put a trade with some different currency pairs, or? I'm not sure. Okay, all right. Okay, well that's not bad. If you follow this Euro JPY though, I think it's going to continue to go up. So look, I think it's been a good start, positive start to the month. We'll be back this afternoon when we're going to be looking at the US manufacturing figures. So we've seen them all across Europe and the UK this morning, and we'll get the equivalent US figures this afternoon. So it should be a good, hopefully a good start to June, and I look forward to seeing you again then. Thanks for joining me.